Last week on CSW Viral, the brand new Culture Shock Wrestling Heavyweight Champion wasted no time making his presence felt, wiping out the two competitors in our opening CSW Viral exclusive match, hijacking the microphone and declaring Viral to be the Mike Metal Show, while also throwing down the gauntlet in regards to his upcoming title defense against one Joe Gibson. Also, Cali Kidd defeated Chuck Diamond to capture the coveted #1 contender slot for Reagan Bryce's Formula One championship. But first, Bryce must overcome the challenge of the very game Shogun Shane Gibson right here on this week's show. This is Viral.
Looking over his shoulder, because I'm telling you, if he starts making bad calls like that on a nightly basis, he's going to find his ass around his shoulders. Now, on a different note, I promised on Facebook, I promised to bring a bunch of my guys in the back that tonight I was going to make a major announcement about my future in professional wrestling.
Oh, no, don't do it. No, Joe.
Trust me. It pains me to say this, because I love each and every one of you, whether you pay to hate me or you paid money to love me. Trust me when I say, when I left Mossy Head, I loved every single one of you that's here tonight. And without you guys, there would be no Joe Gibson. For that, I thank you. I recently got an email from the Monster Factory up in Paulsboro, New Jersey. And they're saying they want Joe Gibson to be a part of their family. And anybody who knows anything about Larry Sharp knows that he's bred some of the biggest, toughest dudes in professional wrestling. So who better to add to that roster than your working class hero, the blue collar badass, Joe Gibson. That when I leave, my last match here in Mossy Head is going to be in June. There'll be no more of me in the Gulf Coast, and trust me, believe me, I say this with a heavy heart because I love every single one of you, and I'm going to carry each and every one of you in my heart and in my ring ethic when I go up to New Jersey and make a future for myself by moving up the ranks of professional wrestling. For that, I thank every one of you.
First off, I just want to say that it's plain as day to everybody in this building that right now, you should be the CSW Heavyweight Champion. Yeah! Beyond the shadow of a doubt, you should be the CSW Champion. Everybody here recognizes that for years and years on end, that you busted your ass to make a name for yourself. Yeah! Yeah! Yep. And we all want to congratulate you on trying to better yourself and move up in this business. And we're ashamed that you have to leave. So as a parting gift to you, I can't guarantee you the title rematch and have you go out as the CSW Heavyweight Champion. But what I can do is guarantee you and everybody in here that you can have the best match possible with me next month, June 22nd.
You know what my answer is. No. But let's see if this is where the people and the money wants to go to. Does the people in Mossy Head want to see Joe Gibson and Cameron Frost one last time in June? You know, I got a hell of a lot of respect for you, my friend. And that's why it's a no-brainer. You want your match, you got it.
Welcome once again, fans, to CSW Viral. I'm Mike Roycroft. This is the story of the year, Brian Cage. As you saw at the top of our program, by hook or by crook, Mike Metal squeaking out of CSW with his heavyweight title over Joe Gibson, but then Joe Gibson dropping that bombshell announcement that he is leaving the Gulf Coast to further his career up north at Larry Sharp's Monster Factory, famous worldwide.
Yeah, but before he does, the challenge was laid down and the challenge was accepted by Cameron Frost for Joe Gibson's last match on the Gulf Coast. So it's going to happen June 22nd at Summer Showdown in Mossy Head. Joe Gibson, Cameron Frost, one last time.
That is going to be an epic collision for sure. We want to make sure to pack the house and get everybody there to wish Joe Gibson a fond farewell. We certainly have a lot of great memories of his great matches here. Nonetheless, Mike Metal is left to find another competitor to face him for the title at that same event, and we are going to see a #1 contendership right here today, Brian.
Yeah, Lane Smart, Nathan Beast, two of the last three in the Four Corners of Hell, the other being, of course, Mike Metal, who walked out the winner. Those two going at it tonight for #1 contendership for Mike Metal's heavyweight title. The winner will meet Metal on June 22nd.
Without further ado, let's find out who is going to be the new #1 contender for the CSW heavyweight title.
1 year! I've held that belt! 1 whole year! Four Corners of Hell, I lost my baby. I lost my pride. I have beaten the same guy 3 times to brutal, almost brutal extinction. And then Nathan Beast, you came out of nowhere. And you took my wife. You took my girl. You You took the only thing that mattered to me. Son, I know what you are. I know what you do. I know you pick pizza out of trash cans and eat it. You know what? The next time I get my hands on you, you're going to be eating the bottom of my boot.
The intimidating presence, along with the irritating presence of his manager, Chris Corbin.
Speaking of irritating, I wonder if Corbin remembered his baby powder today.
I don't even want to think about that, Brian, but I'll tell you what, serious business here. Lane Smart is looking for a little bit of retribution on Nathan Beast. You may remember Nathan was the one who eliminated him in the four corners of hell, thus ensuring that his title was going to escape his grasp. I'm sure he's looking to redeem himself here tonight, not only to get a #1 contendership, but to beat the tar out of Nathan Beast if he can.
Well, it's like you said, Nathan Beast eliminated Lane Smart from the four corners of hell. Nathan Beast is the reason why Lane Smart is no longer heavyweight champion. But not only that, the last two times that these guys have met in the ring, Nathan Beast has pinned Lane Smart.
Here he comes, Nathan Beast. Remember, folks, this is for the #1 contendership for the CSW heavyweight title.
Always finding some kind of swag when you're homeless, I guess.
The dumpster diving superhero himself, Nathan Beast. Crowd favorite, as always, here in Mossy Head, Florida. But he has a most serious task ahead of him in the form of Lane Smart. And look at that, right off the bat, goes right after him.
Lane not wasting any time trying to beat the tar, as you said, out of Nathan Beast, but the homeless hero up for the task so far. Let's see if he can hold on.
Nice drop kicks there. He kind of had eyes in the back of his head. Looked like he was going for that DDT that he's beat him with twice now. I'm not sure he quite connected with all of that.
Well, it looked less like a DDT attempt and more just a roll through trying to go for the pin.
Oh, nice reversal, that sidewalk slam by Nathan Beast. Obviously, he's got this man well scouted, having faced him on a couple of occasions the last couple of months.
Yeah, but scout all you... Whoa, okay.
Excellent crucifix reversal by Nathan Beast.
I was just about to say, scout all you want. You just cannot predict the power that Lane Smart brings, and that's what I'm talking about. Lane had it coming once, reverses out of it a second time, and a devastating Bane backbreaker.
Devastating is the word indeed. Nathan Beast going to the well once too often. Lane Smart was ready for him this time. He really had him on the run, though. Now the big man taking over.
Blisters on your fingers and blisters on your chest when Lane gets a hold of you like that.
Oh, my. That just echoed all the way through the arena here.
Even Corbin in the corner is grabbing onto himself after that one. Either that or he's giving himself a mammogram. I couldn't be certain.
Now Lane Smart taking the choke to Nathan Beast. He's obviously angry. Not sure he's lost his cool to the point of losing his focus, but as I alluded to earlier, he really wants to make a mess of Nathan Beast in addition to winning this match.
Well, I mean, that's the secret with Lane Smart, is that he is always angry. You can't really poke the bear in this instance because the bear is always hungry.
Takes him into the corner turnbuckle.
Oh!
Devastating clothesline there.
You want to talk about a train wreck? That's over 500 pounds of force when you add in the laws of physics coming crashing down onto Nathan Beast, and you know that's going to knock the wind right out of you.
Former CSW heavyweight champion Lane Smart, deceptively agile for his size. And he has got Nathan Beast reeling right now. Clubbing blow to the back, takes him down to the mat. Oh, Chris Corbin. Always the wild card there outside the ring. He's certainly been known to help out his, I can't call him his protege, his charge, Lane Smart. This time Nathan Beast is ready for that big dive into the corner there. Lane Smart reeling, and Nathan Beast taking the advantage, taking this opportunity. Multiple stomps in the corner now. Well, let's see what he's got going here.
Going for that dumpster Bronco buster.
Putting the full weight down on his chest there is Nathan Beast. But what's this? Lane Smart reversing it.
Oh!
Big power bomb. Right down on the backbone and the spine. I'm sure that jarred every vertebrae Nathan Beast has. Lane Smart now back fully in control.
Cheer unless I tell you to cheer. Then you can cheer.
Chris Corbin jawing with the crowd outside.
Well, and you mentioned about how Chris Corbin is really just been the charge, so to say, of Lane Smart. But if you notice here in the last couple of months, Corbin's really been MIA from ringside. And I mean, I wonder how Lane feels about that. The guy that's supposed to be your manager, the guy that's supposed to be taking care of you, is nowhere to be found when you need him most.
Good point. Perhaps Lane Smart laid down the law to the unofficial Havoc champion. That championship belt seems to have taken the focus of Chris Corbin lately. But he is here looking on as Lane Smart again asserts control over Nathan Beast. And the implications of this match obviously are big. Lane Smart wants a rematch for that heavyweight title. Nathan Beast feels like he's still in the quest for that title.
Well, anytime you have two pinfalls over the current, now former CSW heavyweight champion, there you see him going to the outside.
Again, that agility landed right on his feet. And catches Nathan Beast. Oh, back first into the post.
Spine to the pine in a completely different way. But like I was saying, Nathan Beast, anytime you have two pinfalls, whether one of them was reversed or not is irrelevant. Anytime you have two pinfalls over the champion of a promotion, I mean, you really are entitled to be in the running. So Nathan Beast has earned this chance for a #1 contendership. Even if he was the last man remaining in the Four Corners of Hell, and Corbin is at it again.
And Corbin paying the price for getting involved there.
Whoa, here, DDT.
Wow. And he puts him away.
It's
for the
a hat
third
trick.
time.
Somebody get this kid a hat. He's got 3 pins.
3 pins, I'd still have to call it a bit of an upset, but Nathan Beast coming out on top. He goes on to face the CSW heavyweight champion next month. Nathan Beast, your winner.
Like he has said time and time again, 9 long years he has waited to be CSW champion. He gets one more shot against Mike Metal.
You see him taunting him a bit the 3 times there. Are you kidding me? Is Chris Corbin trying to take Lane Smart to task here? Lane Smart not looking too happy here. Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Oh!
That's a mastectomy for you.
Lane Smart. Devastating, I guess, his former manager, Chris Corbin, with a big choke slam there. You might want to call the Wildlife Society. We got a beach whale in the ring here.
There you have it, folks. Your new #1 contender for the CSW heavyweight title, Nathan Beast. As happy as the fans were to see that, I think they were even happier to see Lane Smart unleash his fury on Chris Corbin.
No doubt about it. Dropping Corbin like the bad habit he is, the leech, if you will. But more importantly, we got a new #1 contender, Nathan Beast, 9 years strong. He has been gunning his first chance at the CSW title a few weeks ago, and he just came up just short. By hook or by crook, Lane Smart held on. We'll see what Mike Metal can do against someone who's got a lot of momentum, a guy that he pinned the last man out in the Four Corners of Hell. It's going to be a totally different ballgame one-on-one.
That's a match we can look forward to at our next live event, June 22nd at the Summer Showdown. But speaking of #1 contenders, last week here on Viral, we saw the California Kid defeat Chuck Diamond have shown enough sexy to become the #1 contender for the Formula One title. And today, we will see the Formula One championship defended. Reagan Bryce will take on his tag team partner in Show Enough Sexy.
Yeah, Shogun Shane Gibson, the other half of Show Enough Sexy, getting his shot at the Formula One title. His partner came up just short of a #1 contender spot, but we'll see if the other half can fare a little bit better against, in my opinion, a much more difficult challenge than Cali Kid in Reagan Bryce.
Always the best competition here on Culture Shock Wrestling Viral, and we take you to that match now.
And we are back in the arena, fans. We see Chuck Diamond anticipating the entrance of his tag team partner, Shogun Shane Gibson.
Chuck usually a dancing fool, but here more just okay. Chuck Moore getting the crowd into it. Usually that's Shane's job, but tonight we saw last week Chuck wound up coming up just short on a Formula One title shot. This week it's his partner Shane gets a Formula One title shot. And let's see if the other half of Show Enough Sexy can become the new Formula One champion.
No doubt about it, this is going to be an incredible challenge for champion Reagan Bryce. Shane Gibson, an athletic specimen, although primarily known lately as a tag team competitor. He has got a chance at singles gold here, and obviously he's got the full support of his tag team partner Chuck Diamond here.
Well, Shane's one of those that he's always got the support of the crowd, but tonight he's facing a guy who also has a lot of crowd support in Reagan Bryce, another guy who really it's a tough challenge anytime you're in there with Reagan. Reagan's a guy that really likes to scout his opponents. He likes to know what he's getting himself in for, but you got to think the advantage that Shane has is the fact that the only thing Reagan's had to scout over the last few months has been tag team matches.
Very good point. Certainly Reagan Bryce's reputation has been solidified here. Formula One champion, well-respected athlete, and not to sound like a broken record here, but I think it's always worth repeating. Reagan Bryce has studied under the learning tree at the school of the one and only multi-time former world's champion Booker T in Houston, Texas, and he is certainly following well in the footsteps of his mentor Booker T, holding the gold here, the Formula One title. And he's a well-respected athlete, even among his challengers, even those who covet that title. Reagan Bryce has earned his position as Formula One champion. Let's see how he's going to do with Shane Gibson. You see a show of sportsmanship between these two competitors here. I think this is going to be a really nice scientific match as opposed to a brawl.
Well, definitely the scientific wrestling, the athleticism, it's really going to play into effect here.
Shane Gibson readying his hair for this big match. Well, Brian, insofar as anybody can have an advantage in a match with the crowd on their side, I think that advantage is split pretty evenly between these two. Both very much fan favorites here with the Mossy Head folks.
Yeah, there's really no fan favorite in this match. Really, the winner of this match is the fans. You get to see two of their favorite wrestlers in what's going to be probably one of the better matches they will ever see here in CSW.
Very good point. Reagan Bryce applying a fierce wrist lock on Shane Gibson. Look at that reversal. Fantastic athleticism displayed by Shane Gibson.
And just like we were talking about, athletic beasts, both of these guys. You're not going to find two guys more athletic, more competitive, and with more will to win than these two.
Culture Shock Wrestling sometimes a little oversaddled with that term, the hardcore promotion, and that's all well and good. We like that stuff here. No shame about that, but I think what is often overlooked is the fact that we have wrestling specimens like these two guys in the ring putting on a clinic here. These guys know every hold and every reversal and every re-reversal, as witnessed right there. Another roll up, a pinning combination, now single leg takedown. And Reagan Bryce jumping out of the way there.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
A nice roll up again by Shane Gibson. Momentum just shifting back and forth here.
Really, both of these guys, I wouldn't want to say filling each other out, but there you see Reagan Bryce going for that bridge, that ab strength that Reagan Bryce has. That bridge has put many people away, usually after a shovelizer.
Nice cradle roll up there.
Oh!
Devastating atomic drop by the challenger, Shane Gibson. And what's he going to do with him here? Looks like he's going to whip him into the corner.
Oh!
Eats the turnbuckle, does Reagan Bryce. He's in a bad way now.
Check the jaw on that one.
Shane Gibson in control. Reagan Bryce right back at it. Big kick on the backdrop attempt. And a kick by Shane Gibson.
Neither one of these guys willing to give up much momentum. And there you see Shane with a big mafia kick to the side of Reagan's head. And Reagan, I guess, has the wit still about him, able to roll out of the ring and kind of slow this down.
Right to the temple. I think it was a good time to take a powder there. Oh! Beautiful dive outside the ring by Shane Gibson. I think that merits a second look there.
Yeah, both of these guys are going full force, full momentum. Reagan wants to slow it down a little and get his wits about him. Shane says, no way.
Shane Gibson throwing caution to the wind. Takes a big dive outside the ring onto the champion, Reagan Bryce. And it would appear Reagan Bryce is definitely on the run now. His title in jeopardy after a big high risk and high payoff move like that by Shane Gibson. But again, Reagan Bryce right in there, another single leg takedown. Oh, plants his face right to the mat.
Shane waited 1 second too long, and Reagan's able to capitalize and get momentum back on his side. And yeah, I think we've reached the point now where both of these guys have been going nonstop. They're both starting to slow down a little bit. I mean, we're only a few minutes in this match, but they have been going full force from the get-go. And now Reagan's taken the opportunity to build some momentum up on his side.
Picks him up for a body slam. Goes for the cover. Not sure this is going to put him away. Reagan Bryce possibly just trying to buy some time here. Catches breath. And now you see that cockiness of Reagan Bryce coming back. Looks like he's ready to try to put him away.
Well, people,
oh, look at that.
Yeah. People kind of brag on Reagan for having that cocky attitude, but you know, the way he's been performing lately as Formula One champion, really just adding to that lineage of the Formula One title. I mean, you look at the names of people that have held that title in CSW. Big German suplex. Reagan Bryce fits right in on that list.
2 count only. Very close. We've seen the momentum shift so many times. It's hard to even keep up here. Two athletically gifted performers. A couple of the best of their generation here at Culture Shock Wrestling. Reagan Bryce and Shane Gibson putting on quite a display here for the fans. And now Reagan Bryce, not sure if he's locked in a sleeper hold or a chin lock or what, but nonetheless, he's got Shane Gibson grounded.
Well, and you can tell Reagan, both of these guys have been going so hard. Reagan's taken the opportunity to catch his breath and at the same time not allow Shane to catch his. I mean, it's a smart move from the champion.
Oh, big clothesline.
And I don't know how well Reagan's going to be breathing now without a head.
Twisted him.
Oh!
Devastating Pele kick. Will this be enough? 2.5.
I mean, let's look at that again. Shades of crow crop coming from Shane Gibson. Big Croatian head kick. Looks like he's going for another one here.
Precision personified by Shane Gibson. Let's see if he can catch him out. Goes to the legs now, downstairs. Reagan Bryce ducking the kick.
Kind of telegraphed it a little too much. I mean, once you hit one, you're not going to hit it again on Reagan Bryce. I found that out the hard way. That's what I'm talking about.
One. Oh, this could be it. Yes, indeed. 3 count for Reagan Bryce. Wow. What a competitive display by these two able athletes here. But Reagan Bryce just barely able to cinch out the victory. No shame in loss here by Shogun and Shane Gibson. Let's take a look again at some of these big moves here. This big dive coming out outside the ring by Shane Gibson really had the champion reeling. Yeah, and Reagan Bryce had him on his back legs, but Shane able to connect with that big head kick, but he kind of went to the well one too many times there. Wound up looking up at the lights, walking out without the title, but Reagan Bryce still the Formula One champion. What is this? Looks like we have a very unwanted visitor here. The #1 contender. We saw him crowned last week, the Cali Kid from the Fist. I wonder if he's coming out here to get inside the head of his opponent for next month at Summer Showdown.
Reagan Bryce, the champion. Do you remember who you beat for that title when you first won it? No. You beat me. It was a blue lion. But you beat me. You know what happened? I never got my rematch for that title. So if you're not a coward that I think you are, you're not. If you got the guts, champ, why don't you defend that title against me right now?
Oh, come on. The guy just wrestled a brutal match here. I mean, I think Cali is taking a page out of my old playbook. Never got his Formula One title rematch as a former champion. As the #1 contender, he wants it now. I mean, Reagan doesn't have to do this. I don't understand what's going on through Reagan's head right now. Whether it's the overconfidence in himself or whether he wants to be seen as a fighting champion, but he doesn't have to do this. I have to question the wisdom of this too, Brian. Not only that, it kind of takes me back here. This is the exact same method Cali Kid and DJ Durst used to win the tag team championships a couple months back here on Viral. Came out and challenged the champions right after a hard-fought title defense. Cali Kid out here fresh as a daisy versus Reagan Bryce. Obviously has taken some punishment and isn't quite as on top of his game after a grueling match with Shane Gibson as he would be walking fresh out of the curtain. Nonetheless, he has accepted the challenge, and he is dominating Cali Kid so far, taking him down the mat, holding him there. Really putting on an amateur clinic as it is. Cali Kid, though, as underhanded as his tactics may be at times, he's certainly no slouch in the technical department as well. Gets in a big kick there. And I'm not sure what a slitch is, but I'm pretty sure Cali Kid is. Right to the eyes there, as I was alluding to, those underhanded tactics. Cali Kid doesn't have to do stuff like that, but he does anyway, win at any cost. This is kind of the opposite of the Shane Gibson approach. Yeah, well, I mean, Cali subscribes to that old adage of, if you don't have to, then why? Cali Kid taking the advantage as if he didn't already have one. Oh! 1 second, way too long. I think there'll be a little less sexy time at the Cali household tonight. Reagan Bryce reasserting control with his big elbows. Going for a shovelizer. What's this? Oh! Cali Kid had that move scouted, nailed that super kick big time, and I think we've got a new Formula One champion. They've done it again. The Fist has stolen another one. Let's take a look at that. Brian, big super kick here on the replay after the reversal. Well, you said it. Cali had it scouted. I mean, not only did he know that's what Reagan likes to go for to finish guys off, but he had just seen it happen. Either way, this is huge. Not only is a new Formula One champion, Cali Kid's now the first two-time Formula One champion. And we see him joined by his cohorts in the Fist. I don't think they're here for a celebration party. They're here for a beatdown. DJ Durst and Darius Kane. They're holding Reagan Bryce. Give me a break. It looks like Cali Kid. Oh! Lacura hits the ring like a house of fire. You hear the crowd explode.
And that's what I'm talking about. The guys in the locker room are getting fed up with this crap from the fist. I knew I couldn't have been the only one.
Big kick by Reagan Bryce. Looked like Lucura was tuning up for another one himself. Durst bails out of the ring post haste. Thank goodness Lucura was here to prevent what could have been a really brutal beatdown here. Nonetheless, your new Formula One champion. Face down on the floor, but still the winner here, Cali Kidd. And I'm sure we've talked before, very recently, about the Fist looking to regain momentum. I'm sure they're going to look at this as the first step. They are holding gold again in the form of the Formula One title.
Fans, shocking turn of events. You saw it right here on Viral. Cali Kidd throwing down the challenge to Reagan Bryce, fresh off a match, and he escapes with the title.
Yeah, it's like I said, Reagan Bryce did not have to do that. And whether it was overconfidence, whether it was wanting to seem like a fighting champion, either way, it really came back to bite him. Cali Kidd putting himself in that match, putting himself in that situation, and now he is the first two-time Formula One champion. You said it before, the Fist was looking to gain some momentum, and they may have got the shot in the arm they needed.
Well, if you thought they were bad before, they're going to be unbearable now with this bragging right. Nonetheless, Cali Kidd, your new Formula One title, he goes on to CSW's Summer Showdown, June 22nd at the Mossy Head Community Center, and he's going to have a rematch with Reagan Bryce.
Yeah, Reagan Bryce, not going to waste any time getting his rematch for the Formula One title. We'll see if he can get it back when he's fresh. But, I mean, the back of his mind, he's got to be wary. You know how the Fist works. They're going to jump in that match if they have to.
Speaking of live events we're looking forward to, we are very much looking forward to the CSW 12th Anniversary Show. That's going to be an unprecedented two-day event stretching over the dates of August 23rd and 24th. And Brian, I know it's going to be a really big deal.
Yeah, the biggest anniversary show the Gulf Coast has ever seen. Nobody's been running longer than CSW, and we're going to make it the best you have ever seen. A two-day weekend, August 23rd, 24th, a lot of different fan interaction things that have never been done before, a lot of faces that you're used to here at CSW, a lot of faces that you haven't seen in a long time. It's all going to come up on August 23rd and 24th. As a matter of fact, you can look here on Viral here in the upcoming weeks and find out what exactly you're going to be in for on that weekend.
A lot of innovative ideas being floated around, and just half of them come to fruition. It's going to be one heck of an event. Speaking of heck of events, coming up next week right here on CSW Viral, this man gets his hands at long last on Darius Kane.
Yeah, Darius, he's been jumping me from behind for far too long. This time he's got to get in the ring and go face to face with me. We'll see what happens when it pans out. You think you're a tough guy jumping from behind. I'll prove you're nothing when you're face to face with the story of the year.
That's going to be something else, fans. You don't want to miss it next week right here on Viral. Until then, for my broadcast partner, Brian Cage, I'm Mike Roycroft. See you next time. You had your